Hi guys, time for day 13. So the first part on day 13, page 75, it says the perfect tense is used to describe actions that have been completed. So underline the complete verb in perfect tense in each sentence. So I printed this up because I thought it was pretty interesting. So past perfect tense, which is a lot of what we're looking at here. And this is going to be on the Google Classroom. It says had plus a past participle, which is a past part of form of a word. So when do we use past perfect tense? The past perfect the past perfect takes place before another past action. So I noticed that's past action. I noticed that he had left his books behind. The had left is our past perfect tense there. So we're going to take a look at some examples here. So Uncle Rico has taken Gabby to school each day this week. Thanks, Uncle Rico. So what are we looking at? Well, we're looking for a has, a had. That's something that's going to show us that something is in the past and that it happened. So Uncle Rico has taken. That has taken is our perfect tense. That's the past perfect tense. So has taken. Uncle Rico has done this action in the past. He has taken Gabby to school each day this week. Now, let's look at number 5. By January, Moki will have earned enough money for a new bike. This is when things get a little tricky. When we're talking about that future, it's in the future, but we're also looking at the past, which is a will have earned. So by January, is it January now? No. Moki will have earned. So that part is part of the past, this perfect tense, because this have earned is, but this is showing that it hasn't happened yet. Tricky, right? So will have earned is our actual perfect tense. It's the whole thing when it comes to having will at the beginning of that perfect tense. So I know it's tricky, but I want you guys to try. And then things get a little trickier. Guys, for math, we have not done 2-digit divisors. I've gone over it before. I'm going to go over one right now, but don't do it if it's too difficult. If you want to practice it, you're going to do it next year. I think you do. I think you do. But even if you don't, if you want to practice it and you're ready for it, I'm going to do one example. It's not that much different, but it can be pretty tricky. So it's really up to you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 12. This is a 2-digit divisor. So now we're going to look at our dividend, and I'm going to look at the first 2 digits. Does 12 go into 25? Yes. How many times? 2. So remember, we're doing our divide, multiply, and subtract. Bring it on down and bring it on back. All right, so 2 times 12 equals 24. Now we're going to do some subtracting here. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 2 minus 2 is nothing. So now what do? We've done our dividing. Now we subtracted. Now we need to bring down the next number, which is our 7. Bring it on down and bring it on back to our division. So how many times does 12 go into 17? 1 time. Look at where I have this placed up here. It goes over the spots that we're checking. So I'm up to the 7. I'm going to put that up there. That number shows I'm in the right place value for how we're laying out our long division problem. So 1 times 12 equals 12. 7 minus 2 equals 5. I've done my subtracting. Now I need to bring it on down and bring it on back. So now, how many times does 12 go into 58? Well, 12 times 4 is 48. 12 times 5 is 60. So it's only 4 times. Now I'm going to multiply. 4 times 12 equals 48. I don't have a lot of space for my subtraction here. Whoop. So 8 minus 8 equals 0. And 5 minus 4 equals 1. So my remainder here is 10. If my remainder was 12 or more, that means that one of these numbers should have been it should have been higher. So that our remainder is always less than our divisor. Remember that. So how many times does 12 go into 2,578? 214 times with the remainder of 10. And remember, if you don't know if you're right, all you have to do is multiply your quotient times your divisor. So 12 times 214, which I haven't taught you yet. So don't worry about doing. So for this, if you decide you want to try, you can. I've got this example up here. You can try it, or you can rewatch this, but you don't need to. We didn't cover it yet, so you don't need to worry about it. Next on page 76, we're looking at prepositional phrases. And again, I will put this up on the Google Classroom. We've looked at prepositional phrases before. What is a prepositional phrase? It's a phrase that begins with a preposition where it will end with a noun or a pronoun. So prepositions, where is it located? That's all we need to know. Prepositions are words that will connect nouns or pronouns to the rest of a sentence. So they usually provide more detail and can indicate the position or direction of the person or object in the sentence. So for example, the bone in the corner of the dog kennel is covered in slobber. Well, in the corner of the dog bed or the dog kennel is telling us where it's located. I hid all my dirty clothes under my bed. Under my bed is saying where all the dirty clothes are. And Bobby ran all the way home from school yesterday. Where did he run home? From school. So it's giving some location. So now we're going to look at, it says Ethan put his helmet on the picnic table. That's telling us where. So underline the prepositional phrase. That's the first thing you guys need to do. And write on the line, write what question the prepositional phrase answers. So for example, Ethan put his helmet on the picnic table. That's looking at where. Now, Jacob poured the lemonade into the pitcher and stirred it. Well, into the pitcher is our prepositional phrase. It's telling us where did he pour it? Into the pitcher. And on our page, sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm putting this in the right spot. So when we look here, what is this telling us? This is telling us, sorry, I just want to make sure I'm in the right part for you. I don't want to mess it up. So it's telling us where. Now, so on the line, we would write where. This is telling us where something is. Now, yes, I will go with, oh, no. But let me take a look here at, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys take a look at that. So that's, you're gonna say, what, is it a where or a when? Is the prepositional phrase describing a where or a when? And then the next part is fact versus fiction. Honesty means telling the truth. Imagine that you and a friend are at the movies. Each of you orders a bag of popcorn and the cashier accidentally gives you extra change. That's happened. What do you do? On another sheet of paper, draw two comic strips that start the same way but end differently. The first comic should show the outcome of not being honest, and the second should show the outcome of being honest. Include at least 4 scenes in each comic strip to capture your thoughts, and I'd love to see those, guys. So if you do those, go ahead and send me a picture because that's awesome. We should totally put those on Google Classroom. All right, that's it for day 13. I will see you guys for day 14 next.